start with like a quick zone check. So, what zone are you guys in today? You're in the green zone or the blue zone or the yellow zone? Okay, I'm seeing, ooh, that's exciting. I'm seeing a lot of green zones and only a few blue zones today. Um, okay, thank you, Alyssa. Gideon and Tommy, if you could turn on your cameras, that would be helpful too. And Angel, you can put yours in the chat, please. So, okay, so anybody want to share
I'm having a
why?
little bit of trouble turning on my camera.
Oh, okay, that's strange. Thanks for letting me know, Tommy. You can just keep it off then, or try to, if you can't figure out what's going on with that for today. Okay,
Okay,
Joey.
I'll try to figure it out.
Okay, so Joey, Leah, and Mesa, I'm going to let you three go first for sharing, so go ahead.
Oh, I'm in the green zone because we were doing like vertical jumping for like power tests in like PE or fitness. I don't remember. And I got like I got the highest out of the entire class. I got like 16 inches, and everybody else got like below 12. I'm proud of myself.
Wow, that's awesome. And just like the strides when we were doing that math activity last week, you had the least amount of strides out of everybody too. So you definitely have that as a real strength of yours. So cool, good job. Leah, go ahead.
Well, I've been doing a lot of stitch drawing. Like days, but I did that.
Cute. Is that Stitch or Lilo? Which one is that?
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, with both of them together. Cool. Good job. Mesa.
So yesterday I went to the orthodontist.
Can you talk a little louder, Mesa?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of muffled and soft today.
Okay. So yesterday I was at the orthodontist, and I didn't get my braces, but they found a bunch of complications with my teeth. They found out that I have like this weird rotten bone, like 2 teeth of my teeth are rotting.
Oh no.
But not because I eat candy and drink soda. It's just like rotten teeth. Because I don't drink soda. And I have to have emergency surgery on my teeth, but I can't get in until June, so they might get infected and start to hurt.
Oh no.
But I have to get emergency surgery on that, and then I have a crossbite on this tooth, like on one of these teeth, so I have to get sectional braces, and my teeth down here are getting even more crooked, so I don't know what's happening.
Oh my gosh! Wow. So
I figured out how to turn my camera on.
Okay, thank you, Tommy. Well, so Mesa, I hope that surgery helps and isn't too late, since you have to wait till June, and then hopefully then the whole process can get going, because I know you were excited to start that. So, what news, boy. All right. Anybody else want to share their zone or rose thorn bud or anything like that? All right, Tommy, go ahead.
Well, I'm happy that we got to finish our movie yesterday. That was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. It was a World War II movie called Unbroken. And it was pretty cool to watch. It wasn't like boring or whatever. I mean, it was just boring. I hate those kinds of movies when it's... But, yesterday, I came home, and then I was jumping on my trampoline, and then I fell. Like, I did like a backflip and tried to land on my stomach, because then you can like do another backflip after you land on your stomach, and it's really fun to do that. But my hand came down first, and I like went right across the trampoline and like burnt my finger weird, and it really hurts.
Ooh, ow.
It's like weird looking. It's interesting.
Ouch. So who'd you watch that movie with yesterday?
My family.
Oh, cool. That's good. I find things about World War II very interesting, because my grandfather was a veteran, and he was in the Marine Corps in World War II. So I kind of feel like it helps me to relate to a lot of the things that he went through when I see those stories. And I'm very grateful for all of those men and women and what they did, not just for our country, but for the whole world. So really amazing. Anybody else have a zone or rose thorn bud they want to share? Go ahead, Michaela.
I kind of already shared my zone earlier, but I'm also in the green zone because I got a lot of sleep last night. So yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Haley.
My family and I might go to the drive-in theaters next Friday, and Leah might go with us, actually.
Who might go with you?
Leah.
Oh, awesome. Fun. That sounds good. I haven't been to the drive-in in a long time, so that sounds like a fun thing to do.
There's a drive-in?
Yeah, it's, I don't know what it's called, but it's Bridgeton. What?
Oh, I thought you were talking about in Bethel, and I'm like, I didn't know there was one in Bethel.
No, no, it's, somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's like the twin. It's in Bridgeton, yeah.
Yeah, there's one in Bridgeton and there's one in Farmington too. And sometimes in Bethel, the Gem does do outdoor movies. They have like an outdoor screen that you can sit in, like lawn chairs, bring them and watch the movies out back behind the theater when the weather gets nicer. So that's fun too. Good. Well, have a good time, you guys, if you get to go. Andy?
We're sharing zones, right?
Sure.
So I feel like I'm starting to turn into a yellow zone.
Okay.
Like green to yellow.
Mhm.
Because I didn't get to shower last night because my brother was inside there for like 2 hours and it was really annoying. Like he turned into a raisin. And so now I just feel really uncomfortable and I don't like it.
That's understandable. I will share a connection that there was some arguing going on at my house last night about people wanting to shower at the same time as well. So that definitely sometimes happens, right? And that can be frustrating. So, well, hopefully you find time to be able to do that, Andy, and you can get kind of perked up because that doesn't feel good to feel that way. Joey, want to connect to that or something?
Why was he in there for 2 hours?
I don't know, but there's like a bunch of music playing. He had a speaker inside, so.
So he was just showering for like 2 hours straight?
Yeah.
Party in the shower. All right. So last chance. Anybody else want to go? I feel like I'm in the green zone today. I feel like I got some good sleep, and I'm excited that vacation's coming soon. I'm going to start packing my bags for my trip to, I'm going to go to the Florida Keys to visit my parents where they live. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to start getting ready later today when I get home. So I can't wait. Leah?
When you get to the Florida Keys, you might not have anything in your suitcase but a child.
You're going to sneak yourself in there? I don't blame you. It's a good place to sneak off to. Okay, so today what we're going to do is a couple of things. I noticed that yesterday when I started assigning that last like step of where we had collected our data about our walk and run strides compared to that horse man-o-war stride, and we were plotting our data, on the dot plots and comparing and analyzing. And I know that some of you are still wrapping that up. Remember, we said that tomorrow we're going to try to share that on like a virtual gallery walk so that you guys can look at each other's dot plots and look at each other's questions and kind of learn from one another's work. For those of you that are already done with that, we talked about the next step, and the assignment that I posted would be to try to figure out how many run strides it would take man-o-war to run 1 mile, because we knew how many. It was 1 stride for 28 feet. And then to use your walk-run data to try to figure out how many run strides it would also take you to run a mile, because we knew how many run strides it took you to run 28 feet. Does anybody remember the method that I asked you to use? Because it would be probably the most efficient method of the ones that we used in ratios and proportions to try to solve that problem. So I'd asked you to try to use a specific method this time because it was the most efficient out of all the ones that we used. Andy?
Cross multiplication.
Yes. So we wanted to use cross multiplication. So real quick, if you could send me on a 1 through 3 scale on a private chat. I'm interested in knowing how do you feel you could do cross multiplication coming back to it yesterday after not having done it for a couple of weeks. So a 1 would be, I think I totally so I want you to listen to the scale I want you to use. I want you to do like a 1 to 3 scale. So a 1 is going to be, I really don't feel like I remembered how to do cross multiplication at all and I need help with it. A 2 is, I feel like I remembered it pretty good. I might just need a refresher. And a 3 would be, I already did it, no problem. Okay, so go ahead and you can just send it directly to me in the chat. I'm just looking to see how you feel like, you know, where you were with cross multiplication. Because what I noticed was with a lot of the classes, people needed a review, and I just want to kind of check in and see where you guys are. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of you are telling me things that I heard from the other students as well. Okay, good. Thanks for being honest about that. So what I think I will do, because this is what I saw not only from you guys right now, but from the other classes yesterday as well, is I found a video that will review the process and let us practice at the same time. So what I want you to do is to grab like a piece of paper if you don't already have one handy, and a pencil. You can also grab a calculator because you might need that, or you can use the calculator on your laptop. That's fine. So if you need to grab that, go ahead and do that.
I'll be right back. I have to grab it all the way in my basement.
Oh gosh, okay. In the meanwhile of some of you guys going to get your paper, after we do this review, then I'm going to let you have some independent work time so that you can work on that assignment, work on finishing up the dot plots assignment to get ready for the gallery walk tomorrow. You're welcome to also, if we have time, we can have a like a little bit of a movement break as well, or like a get some fresh air break for a few minutes too, because I know that that's important for you guys, and you share that in your feedback. So I'm going to get this video for ratios and proportions up and ready. And I'm also hoping that at some point, I'm not sure if we're going to run out of time for today or not, that I'd like us to be able to watch a little motivational video. I know that you guys had said that you found those motivational videos helpful, so I found one for us as well. Mesa, I'm not sure what that question in chat just meant to me. Can you ask that a different way?
Yeah, let me just retry that. Hold on.
All right, so if you're ready to go, if you give me a thumbs up or put your camera back on, because a lot of you shut off your cameras, I think, when you went to grab your paper, but I just want to make sure that everybody's ready to go before I start the ratios and proportion video, because I think he's going to do a little bit of review first. Oh, good. Tommy, you're back too? Oh, I just saw somebody's hand wave at Tommy's house, but oh, there he is. All right, so looks like almost everybody's ready to go. So I'm going to get my screen sharing ready here. Okay, so we're going to try to watch this proportions math with Mr. J. So what you're going to see is he's going to do some demonstrating, and then he's also going to have some sample questions. And what I'd like us to do is to try the sample questions with him as we go along, kind of like work through them with him. So here we go.
Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve a proportion using cross multiplication. And remember, proportions are two ratios that are equivalent. And in these proportions, we have a missing value represented by a variable. So again, we're going to use cross multiplication in order to solve for that variable's value. So let's jump into number 1 here, where we have 4/10 equals how many 25ths? So the first thing I'm going to do is draw some arrows to represent my cross multiplication. And now I multiply. 25 times 4 is 100 equals 10 times n, which is just 10n, and its value. So let's divide both sides by 10 in order to isolate that n and get our answer. So 10 divided by 10 would give us a 1, which is just the same thing as 1 times n, which is n. And a 100 divided by 10 is 10. So n equals 10. So 4/10 equals 10 25ths. Number 2, how many?
Okay, so looking at that process, do you remember doing this? So this is where, so thumbs up if you remember doing this process. A lot of you were 2, but hopefully You guys are remembering how to do this here. Good. Okay. So part of the process to remember is when I'm saying